Hi everyone, it's Caroline. Thank you for joining me today. Hillside Heart Prompts, week number 4. So I will go in for the middle. And the prompts for this week are Enjoyment, contributed by Dale S2944, and Herringbone, contributed by Retro Redux 1. Herringbone and Enjoyment. I'm going to choose a page before I start my design, whatever that's going to be. I'm just going to flip to the back, I think, for today. How about right here? I looked in my fabric. I don't have any herringbone there. And I also looked in my mom's scarf collection. And she has every pattern going, but she doesn't have anything herringbone. So now I'm going to look into some magazines that I have. This is a book or a catalog collection of decorative painting. I'm going to go right to the index to see if there's anything under H for herringbone. I don't see anything here. Just take a quick flip through here. It's all decorative painting, so maybe there's going to be some kind of herringbone pattern, some tiles. That's why I have a magazine out, so I can see if I can do that. Find a picture that I already own. And I don't see anything in here. I have some patterns, but it's all squares, blocks and checks. Okay, it's not there. I'll check in here. See if maybe in a carpet and a rug there's a herringbone design. I was getting it mixed up at the very beginning. I was thinking, oh, it's chevron, but that's chevron. And I do have that stencil. I think I used it last time. Oh, what's that? White tile. It's Subway style. I'm going to have to make my own herringbone. And I've decided to stay on this page. I have an idea with the scraps that are, I've just been using these, and these are the leftover, the spine from scrapbook papers. And I thought I could use these and make my own little herringbone design. I'm going to use one side today. I'm going to use this side. This is an envelope. And it has a window on the other side. I'm going to use that for another day, a different Hillside Heart Prompts. So I have to do a base on this. I get enjoyment from collaging, and then I'll put my pattern over top. I'll do a very neutral collage. Brings complete relaxation and enjoyment. Transform this trashy envelope. I don't know what I'm going to do with the herringbone. I'm going off of memory. I know it looks like the tiles, like it's I'm gonna have to figure that pattern out. I really hoped that my mom had a herringbone pattern in her scarves, but she didn't. I'll use some paint in between. And I'm going to go for some bright. This is what brings me joy, gives me total enjoyment. What gives you enjoyment? And there's so many things. I'm going to let this dry. My paint is dry. I'm going to just start laying the herringbone design the way I think it goes. And I can see that these strips are not exactly even. I'm going to try and find ones that are, so that I can at least get some measurements that are a little more consistent. I think that's the same size as that one. I'll work with what I have, and I'm going to put them all together and then cut them evenly. I know that it has to be exact, just like a chevron. I mean, it won't be exact because these are all different, and I'm going to try my best to, I'm going to use my grid to cut them the right way. I'll use this, I think I'll do an inch. That'll be the easiest thing, and what I'll do is I'll mark it and then I'll be able to cut it. Let's take a pencil. This is very unexpected because this would have been thrown away, and it was going to be. I thought, I'm going to try and see if I can use these scraps. I'm going to do more. If I don't use them all, that's okay. There's nothing lost. It's fun to be able to use these in some way. The wider ones, I'll leave over to the side or just up here. A little pattern direction or something. We'll see what happens. That's the adventure. That's how I get enjoyment. That's how I get mine. Another word maybe for that is thrills. I don't know. I'm going to start to build now. What I'm going to do is put the glue on the page. I'll just pick a spot. I'll pick a spot right here, and then I'll lay the pattern down. I hope that works. And I think it goes like this. Okay, I'm probably going to mess it up. If I do, I'll cover it. If I don't, that's a bonus. I think it goes like that. Try to get the same width. Well, this is really fun for me. That's the same one. I know they're going to be the same because, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go up here a little bit more. And then I don't know if this is all going to fall into place. Well, that did. That's why you choose the coordinating the right sizes. I'm not sure if the herringbone will show up with all the pattern and the words. That's the fun with art. If I have some left over, I can do another one somewhere else. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 5. One. If you haven't tried this, I highly suggest it. This is very relaxing, which is another thing of enjoyment. That one's a bit wide. Oh, I will go with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Patterns are very soothing. It's like doodling because it's all about patterns. I didn't leave any grout lines. Some of them have some spaces. Maybe I should change direction. I'm going to come down here. Try the big ones. So I'll start the same way. Go up like that. I'm trying to think ahead now. What am I going to put on here after I'm finished laying my herringbone? One, two, three, 4. This was supposed to go over here. I'm going to make it, I think I'm going to connect it there. Fun geometric pattern. Now I'm thinking, what can I put on here to go with this? I'll have to see what I have in my basket or my surroundings. And then I have all of these. I would like to use these. If I go down here, I wonder if that'll work. Connect here. And like that. Yeah, I'll fill that in down there. And there's no rush. Take your time when you're creating. If you have to come back to it, that's what I say. If I have to get up and go, just leave it the way it is and come back to it after. No rush. That is one thing for me, since we're talking about enjoyment. If I'm rushed and I feel pressure, there's no enjoyment for me there. So being able to take my time and then come back to it and do it where I'm not feeling pressed for time. That is the key. Wow, this is really fun. I didn't think it was going to turn out like this. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. Let's go. I'm going to use these ones that are left and come up this way. See if that works. Go the opposite way. Let's go a different direction. I thought it would connect, but it didn't. Where should they go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one left. I just did a photocopy of this a couple days ago, and it's in my little pile, and it's from this collaged scraps of fabric that I did on a magazine page, and this was part of another video that I had done 2 years ago, I think now. I will link it below. And I used up my other sheets. Anyway, I have this one left over, and I thought, oh, I'm going to take another photocopy because I really like the way it turned out, and I've used it in several projects, so I thought maybe I could do some more collage with that. And I also have this piece of magazine page left. I think it was advertising some lipstick here. I'm going to add some of these things. Maybe even if I use one of these, just really want to use up what I have here. This corner, I might take advantage of this corner. So I love the colors. They kind of go with these things. I'll be covering up some of my herringbone. But now that I'm using the corner, I can take away what I don't need. I'd like to use a little bit more of this in another area. Something here. Let's see what I can do. I love these colors. Complete enjoyment. I love this pink sewn together scraps. Yeah, I'll put that in here. Oh, that is a fun collage. Did not expect that. And then I'm going to, it's going to take a couple of minutes, but I'm going to give a grout line as if it was tiles so that you can see. And I'd like to put this rose here. Because sewing gives me enjoyment, and that is perfect. It does give me great enjoyment. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just cut around because I don't really need all the extra, and it'll still show the stitching. I've cut down the rose to this size so I don't want to take away all the herringbone. I think this stands out a little bit better. I'm going to continue on. Nice and relaxing. Now, of course, I did not have to do this. I think it makes it more effective, brings out the pattern. And I really enjoy doing this kind of thing. I'll make a pocket in a couple different places to put the hearts in. I'll use some of my leftover strips, put them together. Maybe I'll sew them. Did I connect everything? I think I did. I'm going to draw some random flowers. Take all the room up. I was thinking of taking a different color. I'm going to let the colors of the background work. I just sewed a couple of the strips together. I don't know how I'm going to use this yet without covering everything up, but I do want to put my hearts in something. I don't want to glue them on. And then I have my little word case here, and I thought maybe if I found something in here. I don't think that's oh, laughter. Yes, that is very appropriate, but I'm going to outline it first. Put that on somewhere. And then, what else do I have here? Something that is not huge. Well, there's always love. And fun. That is good. If I dig deep enough, I'll find a word. As much as I like this, I think that I've already got enough pattern going on, and now that I found these words, that will slip in here. That'll hold that. and then I can use the other two. So I'll use this in my pile for something else another time. I'm going to put this one down here. And then laughter, love, and fun. I'm going to put, this one will go all the way down. Because it's so small. Just has to be a little bit of a little space to catch the point of the heart. That. Put it on this one, and it's number 4. So that goes in here, and that goes right there. Here's today's finished prompt page. And the words today, the prompts are enjoyment and herringbone. The herringbone pattern that I used all my little scraps to make, that was really fun. Added some doodle flowers prompted by this fun design in a magazine, leftover magazine page, and then one of my own fabric scrappy pages that I did. And then I added the words laughter, love, and fun to add little tiny pocket, little holders for the hearts. And this was complete enjoyment for me. Had so much fun building this up. Very simple. I think it's very simple, and it's really fun. And I hope you are getting enjoyment out of your art. Thanks everyone for joining me today. I appreciate you so much. And remember, be adventurous and stay cozy. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.